Confidence is important, right? It's crucial for your mental health. So before we get into talking about how to get it and why it's important, let's first describe it. So what is confidence? For me, what I'm going to be talking about in this video is confidence is described as the belief that you can, right? The belief in yourself that you can. That's self-confidence. A confident person is somebody who believes in themselves to be able to do something. They're like, yes, I can do that. And now we can see why confidence is important, because without it, if you're unconfident, then you don't believe that you can do something. And if you don't believe you can do something, then that means you won't do anything. And to look at this point from another perspective of why confidence is important, imagine you're spectating somebody in the third person, right? And you just see them fail time and time again. You keep seeing them fail without any improvement. They're just doing the exact same thing and just failing a bunch, or multiple different things, right? They just keep failing, no improvement. Now, when you look at that person, you see them as less valuable, not because you're mean, not because you're a bad person, but because you haven't seen them do anything. So of course, the person who does do stuff seems more valuable. Now imagine that whole scenario, but you're not in third person. You're looking at yourself. That's kind of how an unconfident person sees themselves, right? Somebody who fails time and time again without any progress, and then they see themselves as less valuable for it. They lose self-worth, and that negative spiral is just very bad for your mental health. That's why confidence is important. Now that we have a common understanding of what confidence is, which is believing in yourself, and we know why it's important to have confidence, let's now talk about how to achieve confidence. There are two methods that I use to get more confidence in myself, right? The first method, I'm just going to call it the snowball method, is let's say that it's recording a video for me, right? Let's say I have to record an hour-long video. And I go to sleep and I wake up and I don't feel confident enough to record that video. I'm like, I don't know if I'll do good type mindset, right? The snowball method is this. Let's say that my confidence level is here, and to feel confident about doing that hour-long video, it needs to be up here. And this is the barrier, right? So with the snowball method, what you do is you do tasks that you have enough confidence for. So for this, right, this is journaling. I have enough confidence to do journaling, right? And then doing journaling gives me even more confidence. And you can kind of understand why I call it the snowball method. You do a bunch of small tasks that give you more confidence in yourself to do the big task. So I have a morning routine, right? I do like brush teeth, all that like maintenance stuff. And then I journal, and then I read the Bible. Me doing that morning routine gives me more confidence in the day. That's kind of the snowball method. You do small tasks so that when you get to the big task, you believe in yourself because you've already done a lot of other things beforehand. That's the snowball method, doing small actions that lead up to more confidence. Now, the second method is more kind of like, I guess, harsh. It's just enduring hardship and getting through it and succeeding. So that's kind of like what the gym would be. Imagine that you just do a 15-minute plank. That sucks, right? But you get through it. You had a lot of opportunities to be like, no, I'm going to stop for today. I'm not going to do anymore. But you continued going. And because you fought those ideas of, man, I could give up, but I'm not going to, that gives you more confidence. Another example would be, let's say, the hour-long video, right? Imagine you just cut off all that, the morning routine, all that stuff. You just be like, okay, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to do this video, this hour-long video. And you're like, I could stop for today. I could make it just 30 minutes. But you fight through that, and you finish the hour-long video even though you didn't want to. That'll give you more confidence, right? So there's two methods. They both work fine. The snowball method, where you build yourself up to have enough confidence, and then the method where it's just like, hey, I'm just going to throw myself at it, and then I'm going to make myself do it, and then at the end I'll have more confidence. I think they're pretty easy to understand, so yeah, I hope that's a decent explanation. If you have a question, put it in the comments. But those are the two ways that I get confidence. Snowballing confidence and just like throw myself to the wolves, pretty much. I did take this video title from a friend of mine. I'm not going to say his name because I don't know if he's told anybody else about the video that he made. But yeah, this is it. This is my video about confidence. That's all I have. If you'd like to learn how to be saved, I have a video over here. And if you'd like to learn how to start self-improvement, I have a video over here. Thanks for watching, and praise God.